Hello my dear friends and welcome to StudyIQ. Welcome to the Prelims exclusive series on Indian economy current affairs. This series of lectures shall be targeting on your upcoming UPSC preliminary examination from the Indian economy current affairs point of view. So this is a series of 10 lectures and this lecture is lecture number 7. So we have previously covered total 6 lectures. Now, this is the third module and the 7th lecture. The first module was banking and finance. We have covered 3 lectures under banking and finance. Second module was external sector of Indian economy and we covered external sector in 2 videos. So, total 5 in the first 2 modules. Now the third module is reports and committees, and this is going to be the second lecture in the module reports and committees. We have already completed one lecture on important reports and committees. So in this series, this is the 7th lecture. If you have missed the previous 6 lectures, you can find them on StudyIQ channel. Please refer to our channel and please find the videos and watch them. So let me briefly tell you about the objective of this series. This series, as I said at the beginning, this is intended to help you for your upcoming UPSC preliminary examination, and this series will contain a total of 10 videos wherein which we will cover 100 plus most important current affair topics from your preliminary examination point of view from the past 15 months. So past 1 or 1.3 years, we will be covering all the important current affairs from your examination point of view. So I hope this lecture and this series shall be very helpful for you. So let us start the 7th lecture, reports and committees module, second lecture in this module and the 7th one in this series. But before we begin, this is our channel StudyIQ and we are providing pen drive courses for various competitive examinations including SSC and bank courses, UPSC optionals, SSC JE courses, teaching examination, railway examination, defense examination, RBI grade B, NABARD grade A, UGC NET, UPSC Civil Services Examination, CLAT exams for various state PSCs and also for various professional courses. You can visit our website www.studyiq.com for more details, or you can call to any of these numbers for more information. So let us start with Global Innovation Index. In the last lecture, that is the first lecture in this module, we had covered 16 important reports and committees. So we will cover the rest of the important reports and committees in this lecture. So let us begin with Global Innovation Index. The Global Innovation Index is being prepared by Cornell University, NCERT and WIPO. The Global Innovation Index ranks 126 countries or economies and it is based on 80 indicators. So it's a broad index which covers 80 parameters which measures the innovation worldwide, and India has been ranked 57 out of 126 countries in 2018. In 2017, the rank of India was 60. So India has improved 3 positions in 2018. And in the 2018 edition of the Global Innovation Index, the theme is energizing the world with innovation. So these institutions work for improving the innovation in the world. And the theme is energizing the world with innovation. And the topper in the list is Switzerland. And since 2011, Switzerland is being topped in the index. Now coming to the next one, that is Global Wage Report. It is being released by the ILO. ILO is International Labour Organization, which is the agency of United Nations, and the Global Wage Report has been released by the ILO or the International Labour Organization, and as per the report, women are paid the most unequally in India compared to men. And when it comes to hourly wages for labor, on an average, women are paid 34% less than men. So this was one important finding about India, and why it is important for your examination is because in the UPSC preliminary examination, if you observe, you will see there are many statement questions. So first statement can be Global Wage Report is published by ILO. Second statement can be that women are paid most unequally in India compared to men, or on an average women are paid 34% less than men. So this can be the 2 statements and you have to pick the correct answer, 1 only, 2 only, 1 and 2 neither one or two. So if you know the facts, at least if you know what is the performance of India and what are the highlights of this report regarding India's performance, you will be able to answer such questions. Now again, when it comes to your UPSC mains examination, in your essay paper, that is your first paper, the essay paper, if you are writing an essay regarding women or inequality, etc., you can quote various reports. That will give you more authenticity for your answer. When the examiner is evaluating your paper, if you quote various reports according to International Labour Organization's Global Wage Report, the performance of women in India, or like the wage inequality for women in India is so and so, if you can quote like that, this will give more authenticity for your answer and it will fetch you more marks. So try to include as many reports, as many suggestions, as many committees are possible in your mains paper. And also in your GS paper 1, there is a topic called social issues. So in social issues also they can ask you issues or problems pertaining to women. So there also you can quote such reports. Again, in your GS paper 2, constitution, polity, governance, there you can suggest various measures that needs to be adopted for improvement of the position of women in the society. Then you can quote according to such reports, these are the conditions of women or these are the problems faced by women. So there also it's helpful. Again, in your paper 3, GS paper 3, again there is Indian economy. There also you can quote such type of reports. And again GS paper 4, your ethics paper, these type of reports are very helpful. So from your prelims point of view as well as from your mains point of view, such type of reports are very important. You should know what are the highlights of the report and what are the suggestions or what are the recommendations given by these reports. You can quote those recommendations. Also you should be able to know what are the problems or what are the issues faced by our country according to those reports. So from your prelims as well as mains point of view, these type of reports are very important, especially those reports which are published by international or multilateral institutions like ILO, World Bank, IMF, WEF, World Economic Forum, etc. Very, very important. So this is Global Wage Report published by ILO. Now next one is India Wage Report. Again, the India Wage Report is also published by ILO or International Labour Organization. Let us see what are the highlights of the report. According to the report, the average daily wage has shown a 92% increase since 1994. And coming to the urban-rural divide in India, in 2011-12 period, the urban worker earned more than twice that of rural worker. So we can say that the gaps in the rural-urban work is more than 50%. And the gap in the female-male is 34%. The global average is only 23%. So the inequality between men and women in terms of wages earned is more than the global average in India. Such type of facts are very, very important for your examination. You should be able to compare the position of India with that of global average or global performance. So next, India Wage Report, again published by ILO. Next one is Doing Business Report, or it is also called the Ease of Doing Business. It's popularly known as Ease of Doing Business Report, and this is published by World Bank. India has got a rank of 77 out of 190 countries, and in this Doing Business Report, the World Bank ranks 190 economies around the world on how easy it is to do business in that economy. For example, various parameters like trading regulations, property rights, contracts enforcement, investment laws, availability of credit, and many other factors are considered by the World Bank, and finally it is being decided on how easy it is to conduct a business in a particular economy. So this index was started in 2003, and now India has got a rank of 77 in 2018, and this is very significant because India has made a positive movement of 23 sports. That is, it has an improvement of 23 ranks from that of last year, and that's why very important. And the ease of doing business in India has improved after a series of reforms made by the government. For example, the GST, the IBC, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, construction permits, and many other regulations being cut down and many other reforms being introduced by the government. So this is ease of doing business, a very important report published by the World Bank. Next one is Ease of Doing Business Grand Challenge. So this is launched by the Government of India, Ease of Doing Grand Challenge, on resolving 7 identified ease of doing business problems with the use of cutting edge technologies. So what is the objective of this Ease of Doing Business Grand Challenge? As the name itself suggests, it's a challenge given by the government, and this challenge is open to young Indians. So this intends to tap the potential of young Indians, startups and other private enterprises to provide solution to complex problems using technology. So as a result of this, government is trying to make India one of the easiest places to conduct business in the world. So this challenge is aimed at attracting innovative ideas, and these ideas will be on new technologies like artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, big data analytics, blockchain technology, etc. And this platform for this grand challenge will be Startup India platform or Startup India portal. Next one is ranking of the states according to the ease of doing business, and this is conducted by DPIIT. DPIIT is Department for the Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. Earlier it was known as DIPP or the Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion. Now it is being renamed as DPIIT. It comes under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, and it has released the final rankings of states in the ease of doing business. So this ranking of states according to the ease of doing business is being conducted by DPIIT, and it has ranked various states on how easy it is to conduct business in that state. So we will see which all are the topmost states in 2017. So according to 2017 data, the ease of doing business is best in Andhra Pradesh, followed by Telangana, third position by Haryana, fourth Jharkhand, fifth Gujarat, sixth Chhattisgarh, seventh is Madhya Pradesh, eighth is Karnataka, ninth is Rajasthan, and 10th is West Bengal. So these are the 10 topmost states where it is easy to conduct business, and it is due to the reforms adopted by the state governments and also various regulations being cut down in order to make doing business easy in those states. And the rankings are given to these states based on the performance of states in implementing the Business Reform Action Plan or BRAP. BRAP is Business Reform Action Plan. So what is BRAP or Business Reform Action Plan? The aim of this exercise is to improve the delivery of various central government regulatory functions and services. And this reform plan includes 372 recommendations that should be used for reforming on regulatory processes and policies, practices and procedures. And there are 12 important reform areas which includes labor regulation, contract enforcement, registering the property, inspection reform enablers, single window system, land availability, construction permit, etc. So based on these parameters, 372 recommendations are provided under BRAP, and this ranking is given by the DPIIT on the basis of how the states have implemented or how the states have adopted the Business Reform Action Plan given by the center. The next one is Industrial Park Rating System, and the report on the Industrial Park Rating System was prepared by DPIIT again, earlier known as DIPP, and manufacturing has emerged as one of the high growth sectors in India. So DPIIT has launched Industrial Information System or the IIS, which is a GIS enabled database of industrial areas and clusters across the country. And we will see what is IIS. IIS is Industrial Information System Portal, and this portal provides all industrial information including the availability of raw material, distance from key logistic nodes, layers of terrain, urban infrastructure. So all the information regarding the industries are provided in this portal, and this is being launched by DPIIT. Next one is Inclusive Wealth Report. This is released by UN Environment and the partners of UN Environment, and this report is published biennial, and it measures or evaluates the capacities and performance of the nations around the world to measure sustainability of the economy and well-being of the people. So two things, sustainability and well-being of people. Now what is Inclusive Wealth Index? It is a tool for assessing a nation's ability to look after its wealth. So the wealth of a nation, how it is distributed among its citizens, how sustainably it is being used, and what are the safeguards for the future generations taken. So all these are measured under the Inclusive Wealth Index. Now GDP, or the gross domestic product, which is the monetary value of all the final goods and services produced in an economy in a financial year. GDP measures the size of a country's economy. So the size of the country's economy or the economic growth is measured in terms of GDP. Whereas the Inclusive Wealth Index focuses on stocks of manufactured, human and natural capital. So GDP measures only manufactured capital or what is being produced in the economy. But the Inclusive Wealth Report, it measures or it calculates not only the manufactured goods but also human as well as natural capital. So natural capital is measured in terms of sustainability and human capital in terms of well-being of human beings. And this index provides important insights into long-term economic growth and human well-being. Next one is Financial Inclusion Index, which is published by the Department of Financial Services under the Ministry of Finance. It is an annual publication by the Department of Financial Services under the Ministry of Finance, and this index gives a snapshot of level of financial inclusion, and based on the report, the financial inclusion measures or macroeconomic policies are taken by the Ministry of Finance, and this index will be a measure of access and usage of a basket of formal financial products and services. For example, savings, remittances, credit, insurance, pension products, etc. And this index has three measurement dimensions. One is access to financial services, second one is usage of financial services, and third one is quality. So merely access is not enough. Now if we look at Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, which was a massive step from the part of government in order to increase the financial inclusion in the country. So one main criticism about Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana is that even though it provided access to financial services, the usage of financial services were very low. So this index not only measures the access to financial services but how these financial services are being used, or the usage of financial services are being measured, and also the quality of the financial services. How good is the financial services? All these are measured in this report. Next report is FDI Confidence Index, and this is published by a global consultancy firm, A.T. Kearney, and it is an annual survey of business executives that ranks countries which are likely to attract most FDI in the next 3 years. This FDI Confidence Index, as the name itself suggests, it measures the confidence of investors to make foreign direct investments in the foreign countries. So this measures or this analyzes those countries which can attract FDI the most in the upcoming 3 years. And according to the index, United States topped the list, followed by Canada, and third position held by Germany. India is ranked 11th in 2018. In 2017, the rank of India was 8th, and in 2016, the rank was 9th. Now India has lost 3 positions, and in 2018, it is in the 11th position. Next one is Energy Transition Index, published by WEF or World Economic Forum. So World Economic Forum has released the Energy Transition Index, and it is a part of the report titled Fostering Effective Energy Transition. So this report or this index ranks 114 countries on how well they are able to balance their energy security and how well they can provide access with environmental sustainability and affordability. The list is being topped by Sweden, the second position held by Norway, and third by Switzerland. Now if you look at most of these indices, for example, environment related indices or social issues related indices or well-being related indices, you will see that the Scandinavian countries like the Sweden, Norway, Switzerland, etc. tops the list. And in the WEF Energy Transition Index, India has been ranked the 78th. And why did India score such a lower rank in this index? This is because India's energy requirements are primarily met by fossil fuels, and these fossil fuels have a direct impact or implication for environmental sustainability and increasing import cost. And also a considerable share of India's population still lacks access to electricity and clean cooking fuel. So these are all reasons why India has got a very low rank in this index. The next index is Financial Stability Report, a very important report published by RBI, Reserve Bank of India. This index is being published every 6 months, that means twice in a year. And RBI is the Central Bank of Indian economy, also the monetary authority of the country. So what is this report all about? This report makes an assessment on the stability of India's financial system. So how stable is the financial system of India? How resilient is India's financial system towards external shocks and global and domestic factors? This is what is being assessed in this report. And also this report discusses on major issues relating to development and regulation of the financial sector. For example, depreciation of rupee, widening current account deficit, increase in import bills, all these will affect the financial stability of the country. So this report will assess what are the challenges to financial stability and what measures has to be taken and what is the position of India with regard to financial stability. Because financial stability is one factor that will influence most of the macroeconomic parameters. For example, inflation, foreign investment, domestic investment, infrastructural development, exports from the countries. So all these will depend on the stability of the financial system. So RBI looks into it and it prepares this report twice in every year. Next one is World Energy Outlook. This is being published by IEA or International Energy Agency. International Energy Agency also publishes Energy Access Outlook, and another important publication is World Energy Outlook. So these are the two important publications of International Energy Agency, and it is an autonomous agency, and this is created as per the framework of OECD, that is Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, and it seeks to promote energy security among the member countries. The 4 focus areas of this report includes energy security, economic development, environmental awareness and engagement worldwide. And India is an associate member to IEA or International Energy Agency. Next one is Inclusive Development Index published by World Economic Forum. India has a position of 62nd among the emerging economies. China has a rank of 26, Pakistan 47. And this Inclusive Development Index is based on 3 parameters or 3 pillars. The first one is growth and development, second one is inclusion, and the third one is intergenerational equity, and the fourth one is sustainability. So these are the 4 parameters based on which the report or the index is being prepared. Next one is Corruption Perception Index. It is published by Transparency International. Transparency International is an NGO. It's an international non-governmental organization and it's based in Berlin, Germany. It publishes 2 important reports. The first one is Corruption Perception Index and the second one is Global Corruption Barometer. And the purpose of Transparency International is to take action to combat corruption and prevent criminal activities arising from corruption. So it works towards eliminating corruption. So under the Corruption Perception Index, countries are given a score from 0 to 100 based on the level of corruption. So if a country scores 0, it means that the country is very corrupt or highly corrupt. And if the country scores 100, it means that the country is very clean, corruption free. So India has got a rank of 40 in 2018. In 2017, it was 41. India has got a score of 41 in 2018. In 2017, the score of India was 40. So a slight improvement. And in case of ranking, India has got a rank of 78 in 2018, whereas in 2017, the rank of India was 81st. And this index is prepared by compiling the data from World Bank, World Economic Forum and other major international and multilateral institutions. So this is all about Corruption Perception Index. And another important index that is being published by Transparency International is Global Corruption Barometer. So that is all with important reports and important committees. In the next lecture, we will continue with this series. We will begin another module. The next module is important departments and agencies. So in that module also there will be 2 lectures, and then finally we will have one miscellaneous module. There we will complete all the uncovered portions in all these modules. So this was the 7th lecture, and 3 more lectures are pending in this series, and with that we will cover 100 plus most important current affairs for the past 1 year for your upcoming UPSC preliminary examination. You can follow me on my Facebook page joycejoy93, and you can also write to me at joyce.studyiq@gmail.com for any of your suggestions and clarifications. Thank you so much.